What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shiliona. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't made a video in a little bit, but just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know what I'm up to, what I've been doing. But before I continue, of course, hit that like button and subscribe button. Just want to make sure you guys don't miss anything. But today's topic is how to become profitable in Forex. That's the main goal, right? Whether it's $5, $10, $100, you know, we want to become profitable every month. So we're going to touch base on that. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get right into it. About me, you know, I made a previous video. The sound was kind of bad. I used like a camera, but I guess the microphone wasn't too good. I was like too far away. So, you know, it was basic video, just chilling in my room. But yeah, we all want to be profitable. So for me, you know, probably mostly for everyone, you know, I started with IML, you know, pay for the course. I didn't want to do like a full year, you know, it was like 180, 200 a month. That get pricey, you know, especially when you have a family to take care of. So it's like, you know, what can I do to get this process going a little bit quicker, you know, so I can learn faster. I studied, like literally, I studied, like, you know, nothing bad against IML or anything, but for me, it's like too much information could be bad. So I was like, I need to buckle down and figure this crap out myself. Like, you know, I don't want to use indicators. I don't want to use, I forget what it was called, but there was something that they had that just gives you, you know, certain indices or certain pairs to get in, when to get out, you know, your profits and stuff like that. Dang, he's like, I can't think of what it was called, but it'll come to me. I'll mention in a minute. But I was like, I don't want to every day be checking like, you know, signal. I don't want signals. I want to be able to trade on my own, you know, without having to always ask for help. So that was my goal, and I worked towards that. So after like 2 or 3 months, I learned what buttons to press, you know, how to move money over from, you know, Coinbase or whatever I was using. So once I learned the basics, you know, I was on my own. Like, I didn't really want to do the whole recruiting and all that. Like, I wanted to trade for myself. So that was the goal. And so I worked for a well-known brokerage firm for a while as a temp. It was only 6 months, but I was at a bank for a while, so I was meaning to say for like 7 years. And then I became a temp at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name, but a well-known brokerage firm. Like, it's not only national, but it's like global. So, you know, I learned a lot, and I work with millionaires. All millionaires. Like, seeing their balances, I'm like, wow, like, if only, you know what I mean? That was the goal. Like, that was the goal. So back to what I was saying, yeah, so I started trading on my own, you know, threw $50, $100 in there, and I just practiced. Like, I stayed up all night just watching the charts, just watching the patterns, taking notes, marking up my chart, figuring it all out. Like, I did that, and I just never gave up. So I'm in my 5th year trading, 2 years full time. I haven't had a 9-to-5 in 2 years, and I'm profitable, you know, pay all my bills with trading. I go on vacations. I just came back from Orlando and Cocoa Beach last month from trading. Like, literally, that's my only job. I did DoorDash temporarily for a few months, but once you start becoming profitable with Forex, you don't want to do nothing else, because it's the easiest way to make money. Like, it's hard, but it's easy, if that makes sense. But you know, just some rules that I set for myself, or I would say some advice to give you guys. Rule number 1 is stick to your plan. Like, whatever rules you set for yourself as far as how much you're willing to risk per day, how many trades you're going to trade, what pairs. Stick to it. Like, don't keep switching strategies. Stick to what you're doing. And we've all revenge traded. We've all said, this isn't working, so let me change it. Let me switch something up. And then you're back at square one. We've all blown accounts, right? We've all blown accounts, right? Yeah. So, I've blown accounts in the past when I was a new trader. I didn't understand leverage like that. I didn't understand. I was still learning how to actually calculate my stop loss, depending on which pair, like, because they're all different. And I started off trading gold, which is very volatile, like, yeah. But now I know exactly how much I'm risking. I know exactly where to set my stop loss. So there's no surprise. Like, every day, there's no surprise. If I lose a trade, I know exactly how much I'm losing, and I feel comfortable setting my stop loss because I know you guys done it. I've done it. You see yourself in a drawdown and you're like, let me either move my stop loss or, don't have a stop loss. I've done that where I didn't have a stop loss because I'm like, the broker's trying to stop me out. Like, this stop hunt stuff, like, I tried it all. But we've all wished and hoped that the trade would go back in our favor, right? And what did it keep doing? Keep going down. I didn't want to do that anymore. So stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Set your stop loss. If it hit it, whatever. On to the next. Stick to your plan. Number 2. Don't revenge trade. If you are in the trade, hit your stop loss, don't feel like you got to get back in. Like, we don't have to be right. The goal in the market is to be a defensive trader, but don't take it personal. Like, if you followed your rules, if you did everything you were supposed to do, and it hits your stop loss, whatever, keep going. Because I notice, like, when I accept the loss and then I move on to the next day I'm profitable. More than likely. Like, don't take it personal. Just move on with it. Excuse my voice. If you guys notice, like, I've been going through some nasal issues. I've been seeing a doctor, but I'm still trying to push through. You can probably tell that my breath is heavy. Like, there's a lot going on, but we're gonna make it through the video, okay? We're gonna make it through it. But said I was gonna keep the video short, but another thing I would say is you shouldn't have a whole bunch of indicators on your chart. Just too much noise. Too much. Like, buy, sell, triangles, trend lines, EMAs, like, just a whole bunch of noise. Like, I'm telling you, the trend line, you can't really go by trend lines. I've tried that. It's not always correct. Like, even if you draw your trend line, like, don't depend on the trend line. I just use auto fib. Like, that's the only one that I use. But once you get used to trading, that's just an extra tool, but that's literally all I have. Like, I don't have EMAs no more. Just to be honest with you, once you see the EMAs cross, like, you've already missed it. You gotta set your stop loss so far down on, support. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have to set my stop loss so far. Like, my stop loss is pretty tight. So yeah, I was tired of missing trades. I was also tired of going by just the EMAs crossing. Like, no, like, I want to understand exactly what's going on. So clear all that stuff off of your chart. Clear it off. Like, I would say use it to study, but don't use it to trade. Another good piece of advice I got, I think it was from Swaggy. He said, he makes his candlesticks black and white, like no color. No color. Because, you know, when you see red or green, like your anxiety can start going crazy and you're like, you know what I mean? Like you're not trusting your plan. So I don't have red and green when I'm trading. Like I have it on my trading view, but when I'm trading with MT4, black and white, literally. So there's no emotion for me. Like I go by support, resistance, supply and demand. Like I don't have to worry about colors like tricking me or making me nervous. Like, no, I've changed it to black and white, and that was like the best piece of advice I got like 3 or 4 years ago. Like, change your candlesticks to black and white or gray and white or something. Like, don't let it be red or green or red or blue, especially as a new trader, because, you know, it can be confusing. And like I said, it can also give you anxiety. So those are just a few tips that I can give you guys. I said I was going to keep this short, but yeah, I'm going to put in my profit for last month. The market was kind of choppy, so I didn't trade that much. Like, I was on vacation, so I only trade maybe like a week and a half. Like, I didn't really trade last month, so I'll post, you know, my profits for last month. You know, pretty much everybody wants to, you know, when you start trading, you want to be able to make as much as you make as your 9 to 5. Like most of us here in America, you know, average job is 30 to 60 grand a year, right? Maybe like 1,500 to 2,000 a month is what we normally get. So that was my goal. Like if I make that, I'm cool. But I really didn't trade last month. But I'll show you guys a screenshot of that, of my profit last month. And just I hope this motivates you guys. I hope you keep in touch, and if you have any questions, just DM me. I'll also post a link at the bottom of what brokerage firm I use. You know, they're offshore, they're regulated. I would say go with a regulated broker. Like, I'll get into that in another video, but please listen to me. Make sure they're regulated. That's the number one. And that's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, I'll post my profits for last month, and also the link below for the brokers that I use. So make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. I don't want you guys to miss anything. Peace out.